Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because this is the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull a card from my Angels of Abundance with Doreen and Grant Virtue. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and remember, this is just the introduction if you're new here. Basically, down in the description, I have the timestamp where you can jump to your regular readings, but I do ask if you would watch the introduction at least one time, okay? But this is going to be the introduction that's tagged on to all of the videos. So you'll see this over and over again if you don't jump. Okay, so for the introduction, I will do a reading with my Waite Rider traditional and my Colette Baron read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is you want to call, and I just ask for the guidance, and I ask for the words, and I ask for blessings for you, for me, and that the words be true and that they resonate with someone out there. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on with just the planetary movements. I do have this posted on my website, so you may want to look at that if you want to just kind of glance to see. Right now, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on the 10th. So as of the 10th, we will have 6 planets retrograde. Actually, the 9th, 10th. And that's going to be Jupiter, which is in Aries, Mercury, which is in Libra. Right now, we have Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a lot of interesting energy. And Mercury goes retrograde really the evening of the 9th at 11:35 p.m., and that would be Eastern Standard Time. So 2 planets are direct right now. Mars, which is in Gemini, and it's going to be there for like 8-9 months, I think. And then we now have Venus in Virgo. So that, but those 2 are going direct. A lot of retrograde energy, and retrograde energy means a lot of digging up of the past, digging up of the present, and also a little bit of laying new foundations for the future. So what's going on the 10th? Let's go here. The 10th, again, Mercury is retrograde now, 8 degrees Libra. There is a full moon in Pisces, and that's at 17 degrees. Now, this is a really strong wishing moon. Pisces is your deepest desires, your deepest hidden wants. Now, you also need to know that the full moon is conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces. Dreams, again, deep energies there. Remember, Neptune is retrograde, so really digging up maybe some old memories and old wants and thoughts. Now, the full moon is squaring Mars in Gemini. Now, squaring puts a little pressure. It's, there's some pressure put on the full moon. Mars in Gemini. Mars is the god of war. Gemini is the twins, and very much, very intellectual, very thought-provoking type of energy. And it's really putting some pressure on that full moon to deliver. And then on the 11th, we have the sun, which is in Virgo, trining, which is, again, a very positive energy with Uranus. And that is the, expect the unexpected, which is now retrograde in Taurus. So the 10th and the 11th have some really strange energies, very positive energies. Uranus and Mars is really making things maybe a little more unexpected. So you might, and Mars in Gemini is really pushing for things to be done. So interesting stuff with that. I did post the Schumann resonance for today. I don't post it unless I'm seeing something a little bit on the odd side, or unless it's in that really white zone. And this one today was in the odd zone. Okay, I don't know, does this break or something? It was just very odd energies going on. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. So let's go on for this weekend. So that we do have the strong full moon with, Neptune being, what did I say it was, conjunct with Neptune? Anyway, with Neptune, which is in Pisces, it is a really strong wishing moon. So again, remember, the moon to me is not, I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and it does affect the earth. The moon cycles does affect the moon, does affect the earth. So it is one that, it's one of those times to release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Okay? So release, relinquish, and request. You can start that like 3 days before, 3 days after. But it is a very strong, it is about wishes, it is about dreams, it is about wanting more in our lives. And that's always a good thing, especially everybody that's watching, you are light workers, you are stargazers, you are star seeds. So you wouldn't be here except that there's something calling you here. So interesting weekend energy that, and it's interesting even that, September, except that those planets are, there's pressure put on those planets that are retrograde, the planets are putting pressure on us, with the retrograde energy. It's almost like, I don't know, is there a game being set up? It just feels like there's an anticipation, there's a watchfulness, there's a wanting, and it just feels like there's a readiness being made. Okay. I did take the weekend off for answering comments, but, because I was kind of on the computer light, okay? I really wasn't on the computer every day, and that's where I answer my comments, but I was watching on my phone. It's just that it's not easy to answer you the way I want to answer you. So thank you for all those comments. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate all the support you give me with that. Okay, let's go on now. Let's see what we've got here. Remember, anything reversed to me has a really strong, like, hey, let's pay a little more attention to this. Not that we don't pay attention to the others. It's just this was kind of like I really want you to notice and take note of this message. Okay, let's see what higher power, God, Holy Spirit, wants to say. And again, you don't have to have the belief system that I do. Take what I say and just adapt it to your own language, okay? I do believe we were all placed in certain spots in order to keep people's vibrations very high. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see, I should move this down just a touch. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. First card. This one's been coming up a lot, hasn't it? In the overview, in the what's going on in the universe. So we have that 4 of Pentacles. 4, again, stability, leadership, organization. We have the King holding his money closely, almost cherishing his money. There is the Pentacle, because Pentacles is earth energy, money energy, tangible energy. This is our Capricorn and our Taurus and our Virgo. Now, we are in Virgo season, but Virgo doesn't have a lot of planetary action except that it's got the sun in it right now. But, Uranus and Capricorn are, in that retrograde energy. So there is a lot of really holding your money dear, cherishing it in some ways, not necessarily putting it first for everything, but it is, guarding your money. There is a guarding energy right here. Thinking about money, there is money that's in that crown energy, but it is also crown. And remember, when we talk about chakras, the seventh chakra, from going from the bottom to the top, is the crown chakra. Now, so there's one thought that we can go with this, is that we're going to be thinking about money. It's going to be really kind of, very much in our minds, in our thoughts. But the other that I like to think, especially with the crown, is that crown chakra, and that there is a higher power that will be providing what it is we need. I have had many times in my life, I've gone through many ups and downs in financial cycles, and I know that it wasn't due to my wisdom at all, but I have been provided for. And then also we have the Pentacles under the feet. Now, I do find it interesting that, I don't know, is he wearing socks or is he wearing half boots? Let's say he's wearing half boots. But again, he's standing firm on his money. Or he's not standing, he's sitting. He's sitting, but the money again is underneath his feet. We have, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that one just yet, but we have the city on the one side that has, has the colors in it. We have the city on the other that has the gray in it. Not sure where we're at with that either. So let's go on and we'll see. There is something about this, and I love to hear what you think about this. What you're thinking about this King of Pentacles, and he has been coming up. Not every overview reading, but he has been coming up a lot in our readings. So guarding money, thinking of money, protecting our money maybe even. But again, the crown, the fact that he has a crown, I am thinking that, we have to trust. We have to trust higher power to provide for us. Here we go. Next card is, we have that Two of Cups. Now, not so much with this card, but cup energy is our water energy. So that's our Pisces. We've got that full moon in Pisces right now. Scorpio, we have the South Node in Scorpio. So that's an interesting that's another type of video that I've not made. So there's a lot of past energy with Scorpio. It is Cancer energy. And that is fluid, it is romantic, very spiritual, very the feels, the good feels, the bad feels, the happy feels, the sad feels, okay? So it is, the cups, this is a two. Two has choices, decisions, and it's also coming together energy here. And this one is generally the one that says, that people, you are coming together. You are joining together. You are sharing in something that is very spiritual and very major too. So here we go here. We have the cups. The cups are something that holds your fluids. We have the flowers around the man, and we have the olive leaves or the laurel around the woman. So there could be some, and then we have this, is that a griffin? I'm not very sure about that, but there is something that's very magical and mystical. Is that our sign for medicine? Not quite sure about that either. But there is a connection here. There is something about joining together and, keeping spirits light, but keeping spirits very, very, very loved. Okay, community. But could also be, if this was a individual reading, it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate energy too. Here we go. Our next card is, now we come to that Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen, all of the court cards, and I like that I can say it now because I won't say it in the individual readings. All of the court cards have dual energies. The pages, underlying energy is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, like I said. It is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight's underlying energy is fire or rod energy, and that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined energy. Now we come to the Queen. Underlying energy is that water again. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pisces is that full moon right now. Fluid, emotional, spiritual energy too. And then we come to the King, whose underlying, and that would be the King of Swords, whose underlying energy is air, which would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra all have stuff going on. So does the earth energy too. Water has a little bit of going on, and fire energy only has, which is still quite big, the Jupiter in Aries going on here too. So the Queen, underlying is that water energy, but it's also overlying is that pentacle energy, that earth energy. The Queen wants to make sure that she is taken care of, but also that her people are taken care of. And she doesn't necessarily want to take care of them in just meager ways. She wants to make sure that their needs are such that they're not going to, want more, that they'll be satisfied. So the Queen of Pentacles The earth energy here, she's a very loving energy. She's a very providing energy. She is a very much, a queen that wants to just make sure that there's no, that the people aren't wanting. Okay, so we've got some interesting money energy going on here, but then we have that water energy going on too. So there is something about, making sure that our physical needs are being met, but at the same time, our spiritual needs are being met too. So it's an interesting weekend. It's an interesting dynamic for this weekend. Okay, let's go on now. The Colette Barrett, right? Colette Barron read. Let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. Let's see. Higher Power, what do you have here for us? Because I feel like there's a lot, there's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy. It's a it is a balanced energy with all that's going on in that earthly and spiritual realm. So interesting here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got going. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I wasn't going to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 3. Here we are. Here we are. We only do 1, but let's do our 3, and let's see what we've got here. Next card. That's the King of Air. Remember I told you air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo, and Gemini energy. The king is very much a ruler. This king really, knows a lot. This is one that has experienced a lot, but he also rules with his head. He does not rule with his heart at all. Some people might say that he's a little bit cold-hearted with this, but he is somebody that says, we need to do what we need to do. So not necessarily warm and cuddly, but at the same time, not necessarily unjust either. There's a lot of justice with the King of Air. Okay, here we go. Next card. We have that 9 of Earth energy. So 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. That earth energy is basically that same, the pentacle energy. So whatever this is going on, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of smarts with this. It may not necessarily be something that connects with our hearts. We might be feeling why, but then the answer is it's like, this is the way things are being done. 9 of Earth does say that you will have your needs met. And sometimes the 9 of Earth is about having some of your wishes met also. So here we go. Last card, the Page of Air. So it's interesting that we had, when we had the Queen of Pentacles, it has a combination between the Pentacles and the what was this? The water energy. So the Page of Air now has the earth energy, because remember, underlying is the page, and we have that air. So this does have and pages, very much so, they love they love new projects. They love to start on new things. They believe that they can get through a lot of these things. A lot of this could be something to do with a job. It could be a career. It could be just even a way of tangible life. However, we have that air energy. The air energy does say that there can be some challenges. The air energy does say that, it's not necessarily an easy route to go down. However, that page is very enthusiastic. That page wants to try. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Spiritual, earthly energies being met. Yet at the same time, we really need to be very, the world is basically being very concise, very strategic, very, this is the way, these are the steps that need to be happening, need to be taken place. Needs are being met, though it might be a bit of a challenge for this weekend. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to tell you. Please comment. Tell me what this means to you. And why don't we now, and remember, when you're looking at these and you're, like I said, jumping past the introduction, remember that many people cross-watch. They watch their rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars and Mercury. Okay? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep my channel moving, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on air, and I really do appreciate that. So why don't we start our videos now? And hello to my lovely, lovely Tauruses. How are you? It is full moon time. It's a good wishing moon. Okay? So get out there, release, relinquish, but also request. So let's see what we've got going for our Tauruses. Hidden things, again, maybe this is because of Mercury, going retro, but I do feel like things that were hidden from you will be found. Things that are hidden for you will be seen, okay? Reasons that were kept from you, they will be told. So there's something about, and maybe that's Neptune and Pisces and all that good stuff, but I do feel like there's going to be a lot of things uncovered for you this weekend or starting this weekend. Here we go. Let's see what we've got for my lovely, lovely Tauruses. Yeah, I am getting the hidden things, hidden things, hidden things. And I don't have to understand it. That's my little mantra that I try to say to myself. Just say what's coming through. Okay, first card, 3 of Earth. Now, Earth energy, your energy. Virgo, Capricorn, also money, job, career, also home. 3s, creativity, also celebration. Also, there is a power of 3. This is one of those times that you are celebrated for things that you bring, things that only you can do in, maybe at your work or even in your home energies, okay? But this is something, you've got all these ideas running in your head, all these possibilities, all these things that you want to really make into reality. But also you need some provision. You need some, not necessarily guidelines, but you need some sanctions, not sanctions as in you can't do this. You need a little bit of you need someone to say, yes, go and do this. That's what I mean by that. You need someone to say, you can do this, go ahead, try. And so I guess, I don't know if that's me saying it to you or, higher power, but there is this sense of try type of energy here. And again, there is this sense of, provision energy with this. But a lot of this is you coming up with this ideas. A lot of this is your own creativity. A lot of this is what you can, make. You can make something from nothing. Okay? You always have to understand that has a divine spark to it. Only divinity, only the divine spark can actually create. And this is a divine spark for you, my Tauruses. And it's like, but yet it's coming down into the tangible energies too. So, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. The team player, I didn't necessarily mean that you have to share. I just think that you need to just kind of it would help you to get the okay, to say yes, try it. It makes sense. Because a lot of times we tend to think, yeah, I just think I should do this, but does that even make sense to anyone? So it does help to get some validation. Okay, next card is, that's the Page of Earth. And here you go. You're on your way. Remember, pages, underlying energy, Earth, Earth, Earth. This is, wants to really get started, has all these great ideas. So whatever this is, you're on your way. You want to jump into it. But you also want to get busy. You also want to get down to work. You believe in whatever this project is, whatever this is you've thought up. And I do feel like this is your idea, that these are your ideas, that this is you can almost see your path here with this. And it's almost like you're being called to do whatever this is. So there's a lot of creativity happening for you, but there's also this weekend, you're starting to implement it. You're starting to put things together. You're starting to work on it yourself. Okay? So, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Like I said, you needed some validation. It's kind of like, well, does it make sense? Does it make sense? And the thing is, yeah, it's like it's been put into your brain. It's a little seed that's sprouting. Here we go. Last card is the Four of Water. Okay, so now we have that 4 energy again from the beginning. For stability, leadership, organization, we have water is our cups energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy here. This is kind of that in-between spot. This is like, do I do it? Don't I do it? Do I do it? Don't I do it? Okay? And again, too, if you think back to the 4 of Cups, that's where the guy's looking at what he's got, the 3 cups, and it's like, not quite meeting my needs. And then there's the divine spark coming. So do I take the chance? Do I not take the chance? Again, pray on that. Pray, meditate, connect with your higher power. I don't say that enough lately. Connect with your higher power and say, is this from you? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Okay? Well, the 4 of Water is about missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. That's the thing. Open your eyes. Interesting. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what John Holland has to do. So we have a 34, 3, 4, 4, 3 energy here. You want to do this. The idea seems like, but again, the idea seems so out there. You're like, is it possible? Again, it's one of those things that, if you don't try, it's always a no. Not telling you to quit your job. Not telling you to quit your day job. In fact, there is a card in one of here that Virgo or Capricorn just had that basically said, keep your day job, start small, it'll work out better. Okay, so if you have any cross watching to do, if you have any Capricorn or Virgo, those might be good ones for you. Okay, John Holland. Okay, we have that 4 energy again. So there's a lot of 4s. We have green. Green has money. It's also about good health. It's, so there is but this is also heart chakra. This is following your heart. This is, it just feels so strong. My Taurus is, it just feels like I really feel like I need to do this. I wish I could have a sign. I wish, I just wish. Well, we got the full moon. That's a good wishing moon. And, I don't know, this could be your sign also. So, but again, pray on it. Pray, meditate on it. Connect with your higher power. Now let's go on here. I'm going to shuffle these, the Angels of Abundance. Let's see what we've got here. So yeah, there's like this big thing. It's like, oh, your creativity is off the walls, my Tauruses, but you would like it to be more of a sure thing. I understand that. So, I do understand that, but it just feels like there's so many possibilities with all of this. Anyway, let's see what not wanting to shuffle. Not wanting to shuffle. Fine. This card. Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. Okay, this is the card I was telling you about. This was the card I was telling you about. This is the one that was in another one. So, very strong for my earth energy. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So who is this for? This seems very specific, my Tauruses. There's this creativity. I'm getting so much creativity with that 3 of Earth. And that page wants to just jump in. But again, too, you can start working on it. You can start. When you don't start, that's when you, that's the no, not starting. Okay. Here, let's see what we've got here now. So, let's see what we've got. And that was just funny how those cards wouldn't shuffle. And I take the cards and I put them in the middle of the deck, so I don't know where they're at. Okay, here we are, reversed. And that one came up too. I think these two came up together. Sapphire, channeled wisdom, psychic ability, self-expression, destiny. Interesting cards and a very deep connection with whichever one that was that I was telling you about. Anyway, my Tauruses, you know how much I love you and I want only good things for you. But can you take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, and also comment. Let me know who and what this meant to you. As always, though, my Tauruses, this is the most important part. Always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.